Imagine a workplace where, every effort, big or small, it sparks this genuine wave of appreciation. Not just a token pat on the back, but something really meaningful, something that resonates deep down. What if unlocking that power was actually far simpler than we think?
It's a really compelling vision, isn't it? And it's definitely not just a pipe dream. Our exploration today is all about that profound impact of acknowledging wins and milestones.
Right.
And we're not just talking about the huge achievements, but those daily triumphs that, well, let's be honest, they often just fly under the radar.
That's such a critical distinction. Yeah, so we're going to dive into why celebration is so crucial, how to do it effectively in pretty much any setting, especially now with remote and hybrid work being so common, and the surprising psychological benefits for everyone involved. Our mission today is really to uncover the keys, fostering a culture where every single contribution feels truly seen, valued, and celebrated. So where do we start unpacking this?
Well, I think the first thing is how we view recognition itself. Often it's seen as just a nice-to-have gesture, right? Something that just makes people feel good.
Yeah, kind of a soft skill.
Exactly. But the research we've looked at, it makes it undeniably clear. Recognition is actually a strategic imperative. It's not just kindness. It's really foundational for building a motivated, engaged, and high-performing workforce.
That's a really profound shift in perspective, and the data backs this up, doesn't it? I think one source, Cornell maybe, highlighted that a lack of recognition is like in the top 3 reasons for employee dissatisfaction.
That's right. Think about that. It's often not just about the money. It's about feeling like your work actually matters, like it's valued.
Absolutely. And what about keeping people? The retention angle.
Oh, it's striking there, too. One source we saw pointed out that a huge 78% of employees looking to leave their job would actually stay if they just received more recognition.
78%, wow.
Yeah. That figure alone just underscores how vital this really is for organizations.
Okay, so that's a potential game changer for any company dealing with turnover. Beyond just keeping people, what's the sort of broader ripple effect? What happens when recognition is consistent?
Well, at its core, it just boosts morale. Simple as that. And when individuals and teams feel genuinely valued for their hard work, it taps into something really fundamental.
Like pride.
Pride, exactly, and a sense of belonging. That's where you see that genuine, sustained uplift in morale and satisfaction, not just a temporary sugar rush,
Right. And how does that translate into, say, team engagement, productivity? What do the sources show there?
That's a great question. There's a really clear link. Recognized teams are significantly more productive. One study found, I think it was 37% of employees feel more encouraged, more motivated by personal recognition.
Yeah.
And here's where it gets really interesting. Recognized people are 2.2 times more likely to bring new ideas to the table. Innovation.
Wow, 2.2 times. So innovation isn't just about genius moments. It's also nurtured by feeling appreciated.
Precisely. And what's fascinating, too, is the role of peer recognition in all this. It's not just top-down.
Ah, right. What about that?
It's huge. Companies with strong peer-to-peer recognition systems, they report 14% higher engagement rates. It creates this sort of web of mutual support. It reinforces collaboration, a shared sense of success. It really strengthens teamwork from the inside out.
So it's deeper than just good feelings. This act of celebration, it's actually fulfilling some core psychological needs, isn't it? What's happening in our brains.
Yeah, absolutely. When we celebrate success, it actually stimulates feelings of inclusion, innovation, appreciation, collaboration, all in the brain.
Okay.
And this kind of neurochemical response leads to really positive outcomes. Better creative thinking, calmer environments, more focus, even greater resilience to stress. It's almost like a mental reset. Helps us move forward with fresh energy.
That's powerful stuff. It sounds like it connects to that whole self-determination theory idea, autonomy, mastery, relatedness.
Exactly right. When you celebrate someone's specific contribution, you're not just saying good job, you're acknowledging their mastery in that specific task, their autonomy and how they tackled it, and their relatedness, how it helped the team. And that makes people feel way more connected to their work and the team. Even celebrating the quote-unquote small stuff has this effect. It's about appreciating the whole journey, not just the finish line.
So this isn't just theory for managers or HR folks. The real power here, the so what? For you listening, what does it mean day to day?
It means this isn't just for the office. This is about building stronger relationships everywhere. Your team at work, sure, but also maybe a volunteer group or even within your own family.
Right.
When you make a conscious effort to celebrate others, you genuinely strengthen those bonds. You boost the collective energy of whatever group you're part of.
Okay, so we've really established why celebrating wins and milestones is so incredibly important. Now, let's shift gears to the how. How do we make team recognition really tangible? What works beyond just a quick good job?
Well, for those bigger team milestones, shared experiences are incredibly effective. Think about team outings, a celebratory lunch, maybe bowling, something fun, or even just a virtual coffee hour if the team's remote.
Shared moments.
Exactly. They build stronger bonds, let the team reflect together in a more relaxed way.
And making that appreciation visible seems key too, like maybe a dedicated recognition wall, physical or even virtual, for shout-outs and stuff.
That's a fantastic idea, a visible space, yeah.
Yeah.
Whether it's a board in the office or a channel on Slack or Matters platform maybe, it creates this ongoing reminder of value, and it inspires others too.
What about more formal recognition?
Quarterly ceremonies can be really impactful. They provide a regular rhythm to highlight major achievements, maybe present some fun awards, outstanding collaboration, innovation excellence, that kind of thing.
Sets a tone. And for really getting the word out, maybe publicizing successes, like on the company website or intranet.
Definitely. Sharing team wins publicly elevates visibility, boosts team pride. It shows everyone how their collective effort contributes to the bigger picture, to the company's success.
Now, when it comes to rewards for teams, personalization seems crucial.
Oh, absolutely key. Tailoring rewards to what the team actually prefers shows real thoughtfulness. Gift cards, maybe branded swag they'd actually use, or experiences like an escape room.
Right.
But you have to be careful, right? Avoid those pitfalls. Don't offer champagne to a team with non-drinkers or schedule a Saturday outing that puts pressure on caregivers. The goal is genuine appreciation, not making things awkward.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
I also like the idea of professional development as a reward, like funding conference access or training, shows investment.
Yeah, or flexible perks. Extra time off, maybe more work from home days. Those are often incredibly highly valued.
Okay, let's talk remote and hybrid. It's different, isn't it? Those casual water cooler moments for a quick, hey, nice job, are just gone.
They really are. And that makes intentional recognition even more vital in those settings. That simple, great job, when delivered deliberately, can actually carry even more weight.
So small, consistent gestures are the way to go, using Slack or Teams or whatever chat platform.
Exactly. Quick messages, maybe a dedicated recognition channel. Consistency really builds that habit, reinforces the culture of appreciation.
And for teams, spread out everywhere.
Flexibility is key. Maybe independent celebrations, like a collaborative slideshow showing off wins, or a virtual trophy wall on something like Notion or Google Slides. Even just a dedicated video call can turn recognition into a really energizing moment for the team to pause and appreciate what they've done together.
And you mentioned peer recognition again. That's just as important remotely.
Just as impactful, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sharing achievements publicly, whether company-wide email or social media, shows the work is noticed. And when peers recognize each other, it really strengthens those connections, even across distances.
Okay, shifting from the team to the individual. Acknowledging personal contributions within that team effort sounds crucial for a truly well-rounded appreciation culture. Making sure each person feels valued for their unique part.
And here's the golden rule, honestly. Just ask them. Ask how they prefer to be recognized.
Really?
Just ask.
Seriously. One study found it's the most effective way because it builds trust immediately. Use open-ended questions like, what type of recognition feels most meaningful to you? Or prefer public praise or something more private?
That makes sense. It avoids the guesswork. And it probably moves beyond generic gifts, too. I saw something about HR folks saying people prefer cash, maybe 401k contributions, extra time off, or personalized experiences.
Yeah, like concert tickets or theme park passes.
Right. Things they actually want, not just,
Random corporate junk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely understand that preference.
Yeah. So, okay, how do we craft recognition that's really impactful for an individual? You mentioned a framework, AIR.
Yes, AIR. It stands for Action, Impact, Reward. Simple but effective. Walk us through that. How does it work?
Okay, start with the action. Be specific about what they did. Like, you brilliantly resolved that tricky project roadblock.
Got it. Specific action.
Then, the impact. Explain how their work helped. Your excellent research meant our presentation was way more compelling and persuasive. Connect it to the outcome.
Okay, action, impact.
And finally, the reward. Choose something fitting. Could be an e-card, could be extra PTO, maybe related to the value of what they did. tie it all together.
That AIR framework makes it much more concrete, much more meaningful than just great job. And we probably need to tailor the delivery too, right? Based on personality.
Oh, definitely. For someone more introverted or maybe working remotely, a handwritten note or a thoughtful e-card can feel really personal and private.
Okay. And for, say, senior managers?
Often, focused, efficient conversations work best. Acknowledge their consistent high performance without eating up too much of their time.
Makes sense. Social butterflies.
Public announcements, maybe during a team meeting, perhaps followed by a team lunch or coffee. They often thrive on that kind of energy.
And new hires. They need confidence building, right?
Exactly. Private conversations are great there. Focus on specific progress they're making, offer encouragement, maybe point towards future growth opportunities.
What about people doing the steady, maybe less glamorous work, the consistent performers?
So important not to overlook them. Acknowledge their ongoing hard work, their attention to detail, their reliability. That consistency is often the bedrock of the team's success. You need to recognize that too.
There are just so many practical ways then. Personal shout-outs, thank you notes, digital kudos, professional development, recognition lunches, personalized gifts, features in newsletters, flexible perks, even assigning leadership on a future project. Lots of options.
Absolutely. The key is thoughtfulness and making it specific to the person and the contribution.
Okay, we've covered the why and the how for teams and individuals. Let's talk tools and maybe some deeper wisdom. Peer recognition systems, PRPs. What exactly are those?
Right, PRPs. Basically, they're structured systems, often digital platforms, where employees can give each other points or maybe virtual tokens for good work, helping out, showing initiative.
And these points can be redeemed for stuff.
Usually, yeah. Vouchers, electronics, gift cards, sometimes even donations to charity. Think of it as a way to scale mutual appreciation across the whole company, often pretty low cost too.
So it encourages that camaraderie, gives instant feedback. Sounds like a good morale booster. Maybe more sustainable long-term than just an annual award.
It can be, yeah, because it allows for that frequent, almost daily appreciation for all kinds of contributions, not just the top performers. It can even gamify recognition a bit. Motivate people towards goals.
Interesting. And for remote teams?
They can really help with cohesion. They encourage visible actions, making sure good work doesn't just disappear into the virtual ether. Plus, HR gets some useful data on team interactions and collaboration patterns.
Clever. But surely there are challenges with these systems.
Oh, for sure. A big one is just awareness. Often, employees and managers don't even know the system exists or how to use it well, so communication and training are key.
Okay. What else?
Cost and tax complexity can be tricky, especially across borders. Simplifying the rewards, maybe sticking mainly to vouchers, can sometimes help manage that.
And I can imagine people trying to game the system, right? Swapping points or just focusing on quantity.
That's a definite risk. One way to mitigate it is to limit how many points someone can give to one specific person within a certain period. Focuses it back on genuine appreciation.
What about quieter folks, introverts?
Yeah.
Might they get overlooked?
That's a valid concern. Allowing recognition for whole teams, not just individuals, can help include more people. And it's crucial to remember a PRP is a tool. It can enhance a healthy culture, but it won't fix underlying problems like burnout or bad job design.
Right. It's not a magic bullet. So pulling it all together, whether it's a formal PRP or just informal efforts, what are the absolute must-do best practices for any recognition program?
Okay, first, always align recognition with your company's core values and goals. Show how the recognized actions actually embody those principles. Makes it much more meaningful.
Connected to the why of the organization. Got it.
Second, encourage frequency. Make it easy.
Yeah.
Integrate it into daily workflows. Use reminders if needed. Recognition shouldn't feel like a chore.
Make it a habit. And be inclusive, right? Regulate all kinds of efforts, big and small.
Absolutely crucial. Everyone contributes. Also, while tracking impact is good, be really careful not to create unhealthy competition or rivalry. The goal is collaboration, not pitting people against each other.
Good point. Measurement needs care.
And finally, maybe most importantly, be precise. Generic praise like good job is okay, but specific details, what they did, why it mattered, that's far more impactful. And follow through. If you promise recognition, deliver on it. Consistency builds trust.
This has been really insightful. I think the central message is crystal clear. Celebrating wins, celebrating milestones, no matter the size, it's just a huge driver. Engagement, morale, connection. It benefits everyone.
Absolutely. True recognition, the kind that really lands, it's personalized, it's specific, and it's consistent. It's a motivator that goes way beyond just the paycheck. It fosters that genuine sense of belonging, and it really does energize people to bring their best.
So maybe the next time you find yourself thinking, okay, what's next? Just pause for a second. Instead of just rushing ahead, maybe ask yourself, who made this last step possible? And how can I truly, meaningfully celebrate their part in it today? Because when we acknowledge those small victories, we're not just marking progress, are we? We're actually building the very foundation of a thriving, appreciative human experience.
That's beautifully put. So we encourage you listening to reflect on your own environments. What's maybe one small win you could celebrate in someone else's day, like right now? Or what's one way you might ask to be recognized that would actually mean something to you?
Yeah, take a moment. Explore how recognition plays out in your own life, your own communities.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive today.